The intelligence of manifestation is clearly seen in nature. Let's use the human body as a case study. Right now, your body automatically maintains a temperature of 98.6 Fahrenheit. Your digestive system is working, you eat food and it digests. Your cardiovascular system is working, of course your heart is beating. Your heart beats 100,000 times every single day. Your respiratory system is working. All these things are working perfectly without your doing. In other words, there's an intelligence in your body that keeps you alive, that works steadily 24/7 to keep you alive while you go about your business. And these are activities that you're taking for granted, except you get sick. Now, this steady, stable internal order is called homeostasis. In other words, pay attention. You're not thinking about digesting your food. You're not thinking about forcing your heart to beat. You're not thinking about aligning your respiratory system so you can breathe well. You're not thinking about cleansing your blood. These things are happening automatically. Have you ever spent a second thinking about how to make your heart beat, how to cleanse your blood, how to cleanse your cells, how to make neural pathways? These things are happening automatically without you bothering, without you thinking, because you don't even know how to do it to start with. That's why it is an intelligence, a subconscious intelligence in your body. In other words, pay attention now, everything from this intelligence creates a physical manifestation. The intelligence in your body creates the physical manifestation called good health. It is a manifestation. It's not your doing. It is not your doing. This means that there is a source intelligence that manifests life, that manifests everything that you want. All the possibilities that you've always wanted exists in this highest frequency of source, and that is where manifestation comes from. In other words, everything you desire in life is designed to manifest from this source intelligence, and not you trying to figure out or struggle to get it. Just as you're not figuring out or thinking about, okay, how is this food going to digest? When I put it in my mouth, it's going to go down and things are going to start working on it. It is not your job to do that. Just eat your food and go about your day. The source intelligence is going to handle everything. In the same way, it is not your job to know how your desire is going to come to you. It's not your job to struggle and rack your brain and look for all the connections and do all those hard work for your desire to come into your life. This is the biggest block. It's stopping you from getting what you desire. So for some of you who are trying to manifest, you don't try to manifest. It's because you're working hard too much. Just let nature, the laws of the universe, do its work. You must trust it. You must allow the system to work the way it is designed to work. That's it. This is what I talked about in my new book, The Emotional Homeostasis for Manifestation. You must steadily broadcast that frequency of allowing the intelligence of the universe, the same one that is keeping your heart beating. That's right, that same one. Allow it to figure out that new house, to figure out that relationship, to figure out how it's going to be. Just know that it is done. That's all you need to do. This sounds very good to be true, but it is the truth. This is the law. This has been scientifically proven from ages to ages, and it never changes. As long as you keep struggling, it will never work, because you don't have the intelligence to solve the problems by yourself, because you're focusing out here and leaving the world out here. Your brain does not have the answers. It's not there. If it is there, you won't have any problem. If it is there in your brain, you won't have any desire. All your needs would have been met. Does that make sense? In other words, the law of creation is intelligence and also intelligent. It knows how to give you what you need without you interfering. Everything you need for life comes from source, and source is intelligence and intelligent. Struggling to get what you want is interference. Trying to figure it out in your brain is interference. Doing anything apart from trusting source is interfering in the process. This is why so many people fail at manifestation. Pay attention to this. This is very important. Imagine you're trying to figure out how your heart is beating, how your digestive system works, or how your brain creates neural pathways, like the exact mechanics of how it's done. Imagine you're trying to figure that out. You cannot. It is not your job. When it comes to life, so many people work so hard. Hard work does not bring success. Hear that again. Write it down. Hard work does not bring success. You can ask the truck pusher. You can ask the people who do 3 jobs, 4 jobs a day. They end up getting sick. They end up breaking down their nervous system. Some of them die out of struggle. Some of them, you look at them, they don't even look like they have money because they are tiring themselves out. They are struggling a lot. There is source. You have source. Why struggle? The same way you cannot force your heart to beat, the same way you cannot force your digestive system to work. It is already working without your help, without your knowledge. The same way you have to let go of the hard work and trust source. Now, some of you are going to ask, does this mean I should lie down on my couch and do nothing? That's not what this is about. This is not about laziness. When you move about your day and your food is digesting, are you lazy? No. You have to recognize that there is a higher frequency, there is a higher power that knows how to do all the hard work, that does the heavy lifting for you. It is there. Most of you who are working the hardest are not the richest. Some of you are the poorest. Look at the world today. The people who make all the money, like who make 95% of all the wealth in the world, they work the less or not at all. This is facts. When you understand this concept, you will skyrocket beyond your wildest dreams. I tell you this. This is what I wrote about in my book, The Emotional Homeostasis for Manifestation. What is homeostasis anyway? Homeostasis is a scientific word that talks about the internal, steady, stable order of every living organism. So when I talked about all these things your body is doing, you don't even know how it's doing it and when it's even happening. That's when your body is in homeostasis. So I'm going to talk about this more. So the link to this book, if you want to know more about this, is in the comments. You need to know this if you want to solve your manifestation problems forever. You don't need another book. You don't need, this is not another manifestation trick. This is it. You were not born to struggle. Yeah. Some people came here to learn how to struggle, to learn how to have the experience of struggling. It's still part of source because source has to know everything, right? But if you are tired of struggle, then you have learned the lesson enough and you want to move forward and you're looking for how to move forward and not repeat your cycle and keep struggling. Now, this is what you need to know. So use the link and access the book. Share this video to someone who needs to hear this. You were born to live from ease, because everything that has kept you alive, that is coming your way without you struggling, came from ease and from effortlessness. Everything that you got through effort cost you something. It cost you your peace of mind. It cost you so many things. And these are the things that you can never, ever afford to lose. So I want you to type in the comments with boldness, the universe has my back. I live from ease. I don't struggle. Everything I desire in life flows to me with ease, effortlessly, and with speed. Now, remember, this is not positive speaking. This is not just an affirmation. This is not positive thinking. This is not motivation. This is facts. This is the truth of reality. I'll talk to you in the next one.